It looks like we're live.
Hello.
I'm Danielle. I'm the marketing librarian at the Wilmington Memorial Library.
And I'm Kim, the adult services librarian.
And together we are Conversations in Cardigans. And look, for the first time, our third episode, we are actually in cardigans.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even plan it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I always have a sweater on. But we are live from the bookstore next door.
On location, always taking it on the road. So we are live from the bookstore next door, which is the bookstore of the Friends of the Wilmington Memorial Library. And it is the second best value for your money in town.
I agree. Yeah, I was just browsing the shelves while we're setting up, and they have a lot of good stuff, a lot of like I see the new Dan Brown book, Origin. They have a lot of James Patterson. Everything's in really great condition. Hardcover books are $2. Paperbacks are $1. And yeah, they make great gifts. I love coming here to get stuff for my nephew, who's not quite 3, because it's a revolving door of what he likes from one day to the next. Right now, it's Thomas the Train. So.
Oh, that's nice. Yes, I do not typically buy books. I'm pretty much against it, but I will make an exception for the bookstore next door. They have really good deals, and I like looking at the cookbooks and the board books because I have a 15-month-old, and I get a little skeevy about library board books. And it pains me to say that as a former children's librarian, but I know where they've been. And the bite marks, the drool, the snot, at least at home, it's all her own.
It's true.
Yeah. And that book of The Little Blue Truck, well loved. So
Zach loves that too.
I know. So I mean, and the sequels are okay, but they don't
say that
they don't capture the same joie de vivre of The Little Blue Truck in the original. I guess that's the only way to really call it.
Capture it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and the best part is all the money goes back to the library. They fund the majority of our programs, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the funding. So
yeah, and even if other people purchase books, I would prefer them to do it here at the bookstore next door. My poor husband, very sweet, but an Amazon package came the other day, and he opened it in front of me, first mistake, and it was Ready Player One.
Such a good book, by the way.
But I was like, I could get that for you for free. I'm a librarian, and he's like, I know you're a librarian. I just wanted to buy it. He bought it. He read it once, and now where is it?
Yeah.
At least here.
You know, I can kind of relate because Don can't read. I mean, he can't read he can't read within the 3 weeks.
Tough for you to get out.
My heart. He can't read a book in 3 weeks or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So sometimes you want to buy it, and then you don't have to worry about getting it back on time.
Well,
so I understand.
In that case, I hope he at least donates it to the bookstore next door. They accept donations here when they're open, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 10 to 4. And we hope you come by and take a look.
Yeah.
That's great.
So what else new is going on?
You know, the how-to fair is over. Whew, right? That was...
You and me both.
Yeah. That probably aged me about 3 years.
You look great.
Thank you. Look, I got these new glasses. Vision is perfect. Nobody worry. But they're like the blue light blocker because I noticed I was getting a little
tick.
Like a little eye strain. And so they're...
Like sitting at your computer all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just because that's what I do. I'm not on the reference desk that often.
Now you're full-on librarian.
I'm like, this is pretty serious librarian work here. But nobody has noticed but Kim.
Yeah.
I look like Mr. Magoo. I don't understand. Nobody has said a word. Are they just being nice? Like, are they thinking...
Maybe those are Danielle's new glasses, and what do I say?
A comment. Do you know what, like, nice spectacles. That's all. That's it. So, I have seen some new things added to the Library of Things. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we recently added a tent. It's a 4-person tent. So if you're taking off for the weekend, you don't own one, you can check one out and return it to us.
Even just try it in the backyard.
Yeah,
for a weekend.
that'd be fun too. We also have a food dehydrator, which I'm actually kind of excited about trying, like banana chips, apple chips,
Fruit leather.
fruit leather.
You can make your own jerky to
Yeah.
take on your camping trip.
You can do all of those things. And we also have a new laminator. So if you have any projects at home, it comes with 10 laminating pouches. So that also goes out for 3 weeks.
You feel like you don't need a laminator, and then you have access to a laminator, and then you want to
need
laminate
one.
everything.
It's like a label maker.
Yes, we should get a label maker.
That's on the list from the survey that we did back in the fall. These are all, we listened.
Yeah. So if any of our viewers have any other suggestions for things to add to the library of things, please let us know in the comments,
Yeah.
and we will definitely take that into consideration.
We also have a couple new travel kits.
Yes.
I just put out today, actually, one for the Greek islands. And have you been to Greece?
I've been to Santorini. I really just wanted to lay on the beach. And it was great. There were like the black sand beach and the red sand beach. It was beautiful. But I would love to go to some of the other islands, so I'm interested in taking a look at that kit.
Yeah,
seeing
so
which
if
else-
you're lucky enough to be going to the Greek islands, or maybe you just want to learn about it, they come with a variety of different things. Usually there's a cookbook, a couple of travel guides, like the top 10 Greek islands. I usually like to put a fictional novel in there that takes place in that location. I believe this one is called The Island. And then we also added one on Madrid, which includes beginner Spanish, so you can learn a bit of Spanish before you go.
And hopefully a little Spanish cookbook.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
What are you reading right now, Kim?
I am reading. I have been on a bit of a tear. 1 book a week. I've been listening and reading at the same time. I don't know if any of you like to do that, but it can be really addicting. You feel fully immersed. I sound like such a dork, but it's all right. I'm a librarian.
You want to wear my glasses?
So I just finished Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney, and it was her debut book, and it's a psychological thriller. I wouldn't say it's my favorite in the genre, but I was really intrigued, wanted to keep turning pages, and I had some good twists and turns.
I feel like that's usually my opinion about those psychological thrillers. Like, not my favorite, but I finished.
I have to say, though, so I recently discovered Claire McIntosh.
Oh, gee.
And this one actually came out in 2014, and it's I Let You Go, and I loved it. It's definitely one of my favorite books in that thriller, psychological suspense genre.
Excellent.
And her newer one, Let Me Lie, actually just came out last week. So you might see a trend or a theme here with the word lie in the title.
Kim thinks she's found
I am onto it.
a title conspiracy. I think it started with Big Little Lies, so I feel like we could blame Leanne Moriarty for this whole thing.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think of other ones. Peter Swanson has one coming out next month called All the Beautiful Lies. So I'll be back next time with other ones I can think.
You've heard it here first. Well, not fitting with your title theme, unfortunately. I'm reading The Late Show by Michael Connelly. This is my first Michael Connelly. I
like a lot of those police procedurals.
I like some of them.
A good amount.
Yeah. I watch a lot of Law and Order, a lot of Criminal Minds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bit of a detective.
Yeah, what were you watching at lunch the other day?
Oh my God, that was a huge mistake. I was watching Criminal Minds,
so
and there was a
afraid.
clown, and why would I do this? But it's like an hour for lunch. I wanted
It's
to
daylight.
But clowns are always scary. It doesn't matter the time of day. Anyway, The Late Show, it really seemed, apart from some of the other authors I've read, that Michael Connelly might have a little bit of a police or a law enforcement background, just with the vernacular he was using. And
Oof.
so just like the way he was going, it really kind of felt like you were in the precinct. But sometimes I was like a little lost. I was like, what is...
Speaking of precinct, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, that is a good
Such
show.
a good show.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, if you're looking for book recommendations, we're happy to help. And like Danielle mentioned, recommendations for the Library of Things or our travel kits, we'd be happy to put something together for you.
Yeah. Are there any new big books coming out that you could let us know about? Place the hold.
Well, Peter Swanson, I'm pretty excited about him. His comes out in April, All the Beautiful Lies. Trying to think, there's so many good things.
So speaking of Peter Swanson, do you have any news, any announcements?
So he is going to be our kickoff speaker for our author series this summer, and he's going to be coming on Thursday night, June 28th, 7 p.m. So we're really excited to have him. He's the author of Her Every Fear, The Kind Worth Killing, and his newer title coming out in April. So we're excited to have him.
Very, very exciting. Anybody else that we're going to have for the author series that you could...
I can't divulge everything. We at least have to wait for our brochure to go to print.
That's right. So our summer brochure is, we're going to send it to print probably mid-April. So we'll have it at the beginning of May, and you'll hear more about Peter Swanson's visit and all of the guests we're having for our summer author series, as well as the fun programs we're going to have this summer to go along with the theme of Libraries Rock.
Yeah, that's right. Our summer reading theme is Libraries Rock. So looking forward to that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We are here at the bookstore next door. They will be open tomorrow from 10 to 4. I'm already looking around and seeing a couple of items that might not be here when you arrive tomorrow because they
might be going home with you.
They might be going home with me today.
Right. So Wednesdays 10 to 4 and Saturdays as well.
Yep. So a great place to stop by when you're running errands on Saturday, or a nice cozy place to stop on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, come check it out.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.